What's up, Squishies? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's say hello.
Hello! Delicious!
Is the rumor a new One Piece chapter came out, and I've been holding off because I want to read this chapter and the next chapter live for everybody instead of just with patrons, because we're starting a new arc. We're ending an arc and starting one.
Literally, neither of us have got to read the new One Piece chapter.
This is unusual for me. I'm not used to this. I've been like jittery, but I really wanted to be able to share with everybody the end of an arc, the start of it. It feels like a fun thing to do, you know, not doing it just with patrons when it's like a big deal.
I agree. It's been killing me.
Yeah, I'm dying here. I'm dying.
And then
I'm on the title screen.
Some little human who's a person but not big. They were like, "Oh, did you see in the new chapter? Blah blah blah." And I was like, "Shut your dirty mouth, little person." You can't use the F-bomb. I was in school. They recommend that when you're a teacher, you don't just drop F-bombs all over the place.
Okay, so I thought this was online. I didn't know you were talking about you were at your job where I wouldn't have gone there. Oni Child Yamato, Golden Harvest, Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 14. The girls from the soba shop in Kuri have gone missing. Shit. Fix that problem,
After we parted ways with you folks at Water 7, we wanted to catch a glimpse of the captain, so we headed for Little Garden. Huh, you did? Huh? Makes sense. You'd be curious, it had been like 100 years, right? And when we showed up, wouldn't you know it? But they were beating on each other with their bare fists. Kappa. What? Why? Our weapons were busted. Well, we watched that. Do you think either of these tough old goats is going to be done by simply punches? Dabba papa. Nope, surely I don't. And the only way to finish a proper duel is death. In the end, they had to put a stop to it. And we made our way back to Elbaf together to get new weapons. You're going to keep fighting? Of course! Unbelievable. Come on, Nami. Did you learn nothing at Little Garden? That's right, you tell her, Usopp. This stuff's strong, says Sanji. It's called absinthe. This spirit is known as the Green Fairy. It can make you hallucinate, so watch out. Look how big that giant's face is in comparison to them.
Now we get panel of Luffy running around a giant meat. As I mentioned in our great relationship video, Robin is enjoying how silly he is. Brook's playing music, Sanji, Usopp dancing, Franky doing his silly pose, the giants joining in. Can I just say that I love the touch that Oda knows and respects anatomy enough that he knows that you can't actually stick your forearms together, so everybody else who tries doing what Franky does just connects their wrists. I actually think that's a really nice touch.
Actually, I really love that. Let me see if I can do mine because of my alerts. Almost, but not quite. Oh, no, I can.
What?
But it's ugly and weird.
Now we have Bonnie. We finally got a chance to see it together. Oh, the horizon.
Has he just been laying there the whole time?
I think so. That man's been.
That's not a good sign.
1 month earlier.
Oh,
at the island of
isn't it the horizon at sea? You didn't do that part?
I said the horizon at sea. I said that.
I'm so depressed about this.
Oh, look how fucking giant the long ship is with the Sunny attached to it. Holy fuck, that big boat.
It's wild, isn't it?
It's like a little smaller than the Queen Mama Chanter.
I think if I cry this episode, I'm not going to be happy.
We might. How Kuma smile? He dead. We'll find out. Okay, let me do narrator voice. 1 month earlier, at the island of Gartel in the New World, an incident occurred. In the territory of red-haired Shanks, Emperor of the Sea, the pirate known as Bartolomeo, the Man-Eater, burned the flag of the red-haired pirates and delivered a blow to their honor. If I allow you to get away with this, then all the other islands and pirates who I'm giving this flag to will lose the faith they've put in it, and my friends will be subject to danger. You're right about that. Play stupid games!
It's Barto!
Play stupid games!
Barto, I'm so sorry for what I've done. He kowtows, full head on the ground, beaten. I wasn't thinking about none of that when I did this. It was stupid, and it was an ignorant thing to do. Everyone mutters in the crowd. Red-haired Shanks looks down at him, with apparently no eyes. This is a bottle. of deadly poison. You need to go and make Straw Hat Luffy take this within the next month. I'm sorry, that's not real Shanks.
I think it is. I mean, he just said that if I don't come at you, all of my friends will lose
I'm
faith in
sorry.
the flag.
Like, it doesn't matter anyways, because Luffy's got that whole weird poison thing going on.
He's not immune to poison, but he's way more resistant to poison than anyone should be because of what Iva did.
But what the shit is with Shanks' eyes in this scene?
He just angry. He doesn't want to do this.
No, I'm sorry, something's up. It causes excruciating pain, massive hemorrhaging, and ultimately death. Your boss has to pay for your crimes. Why would Mr. Luffy have to do that? He grabs it. Whoa! No, boss! He drinks it. Don't drink it, boss! It'll kill you! You're gonna spit up blood and die. I'm okay with that. Mr. Luffy didn't give us no permission for the ritual cups we drank from the flag we use. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Please don't tell him I did this. I don't want to waste a single person's second of his time on the likes of me. This is just one of those things that happens. A common thug stands up to an emperor and gets slaughtered for it. Nothing more, nothing less.
I respect to Bartolomeo here, honestly.
Oh my God.
I sure wish I could have seen Mr. Luffy be king of the pirates, though. I really screwed up bad, damn it all. I gotta carry on after I'm gone, boys. Farewell, my friends. Huh? Woohoo! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get us out of here! So that wasn't poison, and he wasn't really trying to kill Mr. Luffy after all, was he? I thought an Emperor of the Sea would be more bloodthirsty. Guess he's a bigger softy than I realized. What's that smirk for, Captain? I mean, doesn't it feel good, knowing how much they care for Luffy? All right, Captain, step aside. Every action has a price to be paid. The Bartolomeo pirate's ship sinks in the waters of Gartel Island. Status unknown.
They better not have killed my boys. What the fuck?
What
the fuck?
Okay, can I just say, I actually kind of love the way the red-haired pirates do business. No, here's the thing. Everyone needs to think about this. Oda takes violence seriously. He takes strength seriously. He genuinely believes as an author, and you can prove this through the series, that you need the force of violence to make the world a better place. That there is an importance to the threat you pose as someone who protects people. And if you let people walk all over you, your protection means nothing. This is
legitimately Oda set it up that way because that's why he had Bardo be like, he's a bigger softy than I thought. That was a very important line before that, so that when we knew the dude was saying like, yeah, I got to do this, like you can't just not give anything. So then they have to shoot the ship. Otherwise, the rumor that leaves from that moment on is you can screw around with him.
Yep.
So yeah, that had to happen.
Like, I think Oda, just as an author, understands that the threat of violence that comes with protecting people needs to be real. All right, let's move on next.
It was also nice to see the mirroredness of Zoro with Luffy. With if you let him back on this boat before he apologizes, I will lose all respect for you. Yeah, like just keeping up their rep in a way. Okay, Pirate Island, full of lead. What the hell happened here? While I was away, Pizarro. Yeah, I know it looks bad, but you heard about the whole world is about to get on an act, didn't ya? The Poneglyphs ain't just the knowledge of the world anymore. The four emperors are about to have a full-scale scramble for the stones. Even the government and the navy are getting involved. You can't win if you don't take them seriously. And the key piece to it all is Kobe. So how'd you let him get away? I'm sorry, Teach. I'm so sorry. Give me a minute and I'll tell you the story. So first thing first, we also let Moria get away. Where did this story go again? Moria got away too? More to the left. Your butt broke one. They have a big giant moving things around, and as he's moving, all the buildings are toppling over behind him.
Repairing the city.
Commodore! We're ready to go at a moment's notice. We know you'll be the man who claims the One Piece, Blackbeard. Conquer the world for us. Arrgh.
Hear that? Morale sky high up there. We gotta take advantage of that. So, repeat that for me, Kuzan. You let Kobe away, but we caught Garp instead. Amazing. Yeah, see, Teach, it's an upgrade in the end. Though, to be honest, I thought I killed him, but he ended up alive instead. It's a hell of a feat, Kuzan. Who else could possibly take him down? Took all of us together, and we just barely managed. The wind's in our favor now! And we got the three-eyed girl on top of that. Hey, patch me into Lafitte. That was I feel like I was killing the voices until pudding, and then I was like,
was that your pudding voice?
my pudding was like,
Headquarters of the Umid Shipping Company. Yes, Commodore. What are the revolutionaries up to? They seem to be quite serious about attacking provisions. The gondolas at Redport continue to break down, and they don't seem to work at all when they actually have food on board. It's bad enough that food shipments have been cut off from many countries, Merjois, Navy headquarters. But even when the Navy secures a route, the gondolas crash. If we end up with any of those celestial dragons actually starving, then we'll be really living in unprecedented times. I love it. Well, stop enjoying the show and get to prepping. Already on top of it. Pirate Island. Pizarro, we're back. Yeah, it's Devon.
1 second for something very important.
What's with you and refusing to pull the ship into the harbor? I'm injured, you know. Oh, we're in trouble now. Big trouble. A gigantic monstrosity has plucked us right off the Whitecaps as I live and breathe. Sir, madam, do something. Spare little old me from this dreadful fate. Oh, would you shut up already? Is that the guy you brought? Yep. You know what? They already hate him, so I really like people who hate him.
It's interesting to see Barto get fucking murked right as we are having Blackbeard meet his Barto.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I like that.
2 days have passed since leaving Egghead, and even the giant pirate ship, the Great Eric, has yet to reach Elbaf. How could this happen? We drank ourselves into a stupor and woke to find the Sunny is gone. We can't find it.
Oh.
For a very particular reason. We gotta get that ship back. We can't go back to Elbaf without it. I wonder if it got chomped by a fish. This is not the time. You've seen how big they are around here. Oh, it's not funny this time. I misread. Where do you go, Luffy? Nami, hey, wake up. Blink. I think I have a hangover. Huh? What the fuck are we? What does it look like Lego? Why are we in Lego?
Why are we on Lego? Why is that a Lego place? Those are Lego flowers. Those are Lego sconces. That's a Lego barrel. That's a Lego floor. What the shit?
Okay, someone pointed out Nami's titties. I am actually going to be honest. I feel like Oda usually draws tits too balloon-shaped. That's some of his best boob work right there. Good job, Oda.
I'm not going to lie. I like those boobs. Are they giant?
They're well-drawn boobs.
I would like them to be a little more cleaved in because he's got cloth on the out that's pushing in, so it would be a little less space.
No. I don't think it is. I think it's right because look how loose the fabric under the boobs are. I don't think there's tension.
It's loose. It's not tight. I'll allow that. Why the shit is everything made out of Lego?
Why the fuck are she in Lego? Okay, the issue is it has to be a new devil fruit, right? Because the only thing we know with toy powers is sugar, and there's no way that's happening.
No, the other thing, no. They're right. Danish, going up, having Lego. There's something there. There's 100%
there is.
Something with the Denmark Lego.
Into One Piece Viking land and then having Lego. There's a connection.
It's
weird.
Can I just take a moment to speak on behalf
Yeah.
Can I just take a moment to speak on the behalf of genius marketing? Because the Lego collaborations that will come off of this are mad.
We can only hope.
They're just mad. Like, we are going to have some Christmas Lego that's going to be, there's no words for the One Piece Lego we're getting. Yeah.
If they make it, I hope I can buy it.
Like,
Unlike every
there can't be any way that you're not. If you are Oda and you're using what we recognize clearly as Lego, there is no way that he didn't come out to somebody and say, I want to use this kind of a thing. And Lego wasn't like, shit, yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, I feel like Oda can just do what he wants. I don't think he definitely did, because I don't think Oda's going to like reach out to people.
I agree he could do what he wants. But imagine if you wanted to do this, you would just have your people reach out and be like, we're doing this. And maybe those people would be like, could we get in on board? And then they would be like,
can I pitch what I think is more likely?
What?
Oh, did you theorize that they would be separated on Elbaf? People are saying you did. I don't remember that.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Gold star for you.
But that was 100 decades ago.
So I think what's more likely when I think about how this stuff works is that Oda was like, I am doing this, had to tell people ahead of time because they need to know what's planned.
Hey,
and the second he said that, his editors and publishers were reaching out to the Lego company being like, yo, have we got a deal for you?
I don't hate it. Either way, I think Lego is coming to town. And absinthe. Have you heard that absinthe makes the heart grow fondler?
So people were saying, what if hallucinating because absinthe?
No.
I think there's no world. I think that's a red herring right now.
No, that's a red herring.
Because the ship gone. Like, the Lego power has absorbed the ship. Dimension piece, we're in the Lego dimension.
Who are we going to meet that has a Lego ship? Where has she been put? It can't be in their basement, and that's a chandelier, flowers, barrel. It almost looks like it's window, balcony. There's a balcony there. Flowers, chandelier. So she's not in any kind of imprisoned area, but she could be outside, like inside, outside courtyard.
Inside, upside, out.
So she's in a place that, why wouldn't they put her, though, in...
Lego bars, Lego prison.
No, she's not in a Lego prison.
People are thinking Loki, because we know Prince Loki is on Elbaf and Loki trickster god, right? But also, like, whatever's... That also makes sense, actually, for why they haven't reached Elbaf yet, too.
And I think... So we know Luffy is with her. I wonder if the people who took the Mary could turn it into Lego-ness.
It's interesting. So what Straw Hats did we see on the boat still? We saw Robin, Franky, right? We didn't see Zoro. We saw Sanji, if I believe. Who did we see?
I don't remember seeing Sanji.
We didn't see Usopp. The Alabasta crew.
Here's who we saw. We saw Brook, Robin. We see Fish Daddy.
Okay,
Bonnie.
So the pre-Alabasta crew are all missing. We didn't see Sanji. I misremembered. Okay, the original 6 are all missing. So it's the original crew are all probably together. Then that's
Nami. Hey, wake up! That's either Luffy or did.
Oh no, there's something weird about it being the pre-Alabasta crew. It's the adults split up from the kids.
That's what I was going to say. Did we see Vivi leave yet? No, we didn't. But it's possible.
I don't think Vivi involved. That's
no, I'm just wondering if she's left because it makes things interesting. Chopper isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. It's all, people are right, it's all the youngest crew members, so it could have something to do with that.
Oh, I love this for us.
This is interesting. This to me, something else I like about this chapter is next week I want to do our first One Piece of Political, which is going to be just like talking about the fact that One Piece is political. I think before we get into any specific ideologies that One Piece is about, I think we want to do a video establishing the idea that One Piece is. But one of the big things that I think is really important in One Piece that liberals don't like this, because I think, I mean, I know this. One of the key tenets to liberalism is that the best good results come from peace, but people who tend to be more revolutionary minded when it comes to their politics, which I think you can't really argue well Oda isn't, have a more violence-oriented view towards best practice, because a lot of revolutionary thinkers acknowledge the idea that simply having power is violence. You remove options with the threat of violence in civilization by default. And I think Oda acknowledges that in a way very few writers do, that the status quo is violence itself. That is something he believes. And honestly, that's just true. Most even liberal scholars agree to that. It's just a thing that liberal culture doesn't agree with. But people who are actually like politically educated do understand that the status quo is violence. And I love how Oda has Shanks clearly being a good guy, but is like, look, let me explain this to you. If I don't kick your fucking ass for disrespecting my flag, it loses all meaning for the people who are protected by it. I'm so glad
we know what it
that
feels
Shanks
like
had to take
for
it seriously.
flags to lose meaning, because Canada and the United States have watched people do things to the flag that has usurped it from everyone else, and it makes people not on that side kind of run away, and it dilutes the meaning of the flag for a country like all over the place. Did I tell you, but I saw this thing where these girls all dressed in like flag stuff were standing out and partying, and then the person came up and said, "Who you're voting for?" And they said, "Kamala, obviously." And then this lady came in and said, "Oh, are we taking the flag back?" And it was one of those moments when you realize just how much the flag has been usurped. So you're right. The different things that people do in the name of your flag, the way people act with your flag, changes the strength of it and what it means to other people. And if you don't want to have to come back all the time, then you have to take that seriously.
If you go to the United States, what is stopping you from killing U.S. citizens? The U.S. government. The U.S. government is an institution that everyone flies under. If you
I see that.
Yeah.
Loney.
If you become revolutionary and raise violence against the United States, oh yeah, you specifically how much meaning burning the flag in has context?
Yeah.
Now, granted, I will say, depends on what country you're in. A benefit I actually believe in for liberal nations is they are totally okay with you fucking hating the country you're in, and you don't become an outlaw just for disrespecting the country. I actually think that's a huge advancement we've made. But yeah, there are places that do still work that way in the modern world. A lot of it is more implied, and a lot of it is more a cultural of agreement. It's also part of why I actually feel like neoliberalism makes sense for Big Mom, because Big Mom felt like a character who didn't demand that much like worship and respect. She just ruled a nation. I don't know. We'd have to go back over specific details to make that one a bit more apt. But yeah, there is definitely a difference. Someone pointed out earlier, I forgot to mention it, Bone Fairy had a great comment, which is peace doesn't get results, peace is an outcome. And I think that's a really good way to look at it. And that's definitely the politics Oda represents, where it's like, yeah, peace shouldn't be thought of as a way of getting things done. It's just a goal of the policies you put in place.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When are we going to do our next big One Piece? We're doing One Piece's political next week.
Yeah, and someone else is saying we should do deep dive in Egghead. I feel like we've just done so much Egghead that I want to sit from it for a bit before we come back and do a stream just called like The Old Man on the Boat.
I knew, and I said to you when it happened, this story now is about two old men in a boat.
Yeah,
and then
so right. You nailed it.
And that they both had to go to let room for the new growth to come in. And then they fucking killed him, which I could never. I just was in shock. I was like, that's above what I'd hoped for.
But it goes even further, because one old man threw the boat into action with him,
yes,
and then leapt from it, and the other
yes,
old man ignored the boat as anything other than a vessel and teleported himself in and off of it. I feel like you could do an entire video just going
on Vegapunk, Garp, and Saturn in the boat, the old men on the boat.
How they interact with boats, how they interact with islands.
Oh, shit, Druck. You know what I want to see? What? I want to see a picture of the three old men in the boat.
Honestly, Old Man in the Boat being a full stream where we go into the deep dive of the themes, I think I love it. I just feel like we've done so many. This is a deep dive on Egghead that we need to let it rest. We can't just keep beating that drum.
Ooh, Prime.
Take some time
Prime needs to send me some of that information. Prime, put that off in Discord. I noticed some details about Dragon being a wind god. Yes, baby.